Hi there, Steve Kaufman here. Today I want to talk a little bit about grammar. By the way, you notice I don't have my glasses on. I had this eye operated on so I can see. So if I look at the screen now, if I close my bad eye, I can see very, very clearly. If I close this eye, it's a blur. Eventually I'll have the other eye done and then I'll see, far away. I'll still need glasses for reading, but that's great. Grammar, the importance of grammar and how we should deal with grammar. There's this constant debate. Some people say grammar is a waste of time. Other people say that you have to first learn the basics. And it's a theme that I've dealt with before, but I thought I would go into it again. Very quickly, on the subject of videos in different languages, we want to take our time doing them because we want to develop subtitles in English. But I got the list here. French, bien sûr, je vais parler en français. Mochiron, it's hard to switch. 日本語でもね、もう今ね、フランス語から日本語ちょっと頭がね、遅くなりました。Auf Deutsch werde ich aussprechen. Українською мову не знаю, якщо можу говорити українською мову, але увидим. Ja, svenska det kan vi göra, det är säkert, det är inget problem. Español también, porque acabo de leer un libro muy muy bueno que se llama Dime quién soy de Julia Navarro, muy interesante. What do we got here? 中文没有问题，可以讲普通话，广东话都可以讲了。Честно. Не wiem, если я сам схопен mówić чешский. We'll see. Говорить по-русски, да, это небольшой проблем. I don't think I'll be able to handle Polish yet. And vou falar português. Posso falar em português. Anyway, just to say that I'll be going through those, but I want to wait until we're able to provide subtitles. Grammar, big debate on our forum at Link. My view is this. I think traditional language instruction places far too much emphasis on grammar. And it does it the wrong way. It introduces complicated explanations, complicated rules, and then a bunch of exercises where you're forced to try to practice what you've just presumably learned. Trouble is you don't learn it because many of these correct usage patterns take a while to assimilate. And therefore, I feel that rather than having even, like most books that you buy, language books are going to have 70% grammar explanations, exercises, and a small amount of text. I think you should have far more text, interesting text with vocabulary lists, and some focus on the basic patterns that show up in this text. And then they should be introduced again in subsequent lessons. Here again is this pattern that we've seen before. Here's 5 more examples. Here are 2 that show up in the lesson. So you're getting a chance to review the basic patterns without worrying too much about explanations. You can have some explanations. And without the drills and without the exercises, and focus mostly on content. And the reason is this. A language that you have had lots of exposure in, that you've spoken a lot in, you start to sense instinctively what is correct and what isn't. Correct not only insofar as a grammar rule, endings or whatever, but also in terms of word usage. And this is just a matter of getting used to the language. And when you are used to the language, you naturally say it correctly. If you are relying on your recollection of the rule, you will always doubt yourself. Even when you got it right, even when you have a sense of how it's used correctly, you will doubt yourself. You want to look it up. You want to check against a rule. And that's not really good for developing fluency. So focus more on comprehension, on vocabulary, on input, on getting used to the language with a little bit of help by way of review of basic grammar patterns. So grammar has its place, but that's how I would go about it. And trying to keep these videos short. We can have more discussion on the subject if there's interest. Bye for now.